Hey guys, in today's video we're going to look at this Ficus benjamina from 5 years ago and look at all the different stages it went through to end up looking more like an already quite established bonsai. So the plan for today is to look back on the last 5 years and all the major events. And we're going to start right away here in May 2021. As you can see in the little box right there, it used to be just a tiny stick even before that, and in 2021 the first step I took was to wire it, to bend it in shape, to give it this first initial shape of, bonsai, of S-shaped bonsai in this case specifically, which I do find the most fitting most of the time for ficus, and probably what you can also spot on this tree is the little aerial roots all around it. Here a little bit of a close-up trying to get them into focus 5 years ago, and as you can see some of them already reaching the soil, some not fully reaching the soil. And how did I grow them? I used actually the plastic bag method. You can see here it is basically covered in a plastic bag 24/7, and this is the way it forms then the aerial roots. We move ahead now to May 2022, and here you can see I basically let it grow widely. It didn't really change much. The only thing that changed a little bit is the shape. I found the first S curve a little bit too crazy, so I tried to straighten it out a little bit again. But other than that, I really let this tree grow wildly. You can see a lot of new growth happening there, a lot of new branching that also appeared throughout this almost or completely year that I really didn't work on it. In between, as you can see here, now July 2022, I took out a big chunk of the tree because I thought like I need to really start working on the taper also. That's why I took off basically the entire apex of the tree. And in 2022 I decided then to repot it into its first bonsai pot. You can see here the pot I decided on, and of course as you can see the aerial roots, still most of them on there. Unfortunately over the years we will lose most of them. We can still see later on a lot of structural pruning happening where unfortunately we lose some of those branches and that had aerial roots on them. But other than that, I'm quite happy at this stage with the way it's looking. As you can still see a lot of free growth happening here, and just this big one huge big prune. Kept it in the pot it used to be in a soil mixture that, looking back now, wasn't optimal, but for the purpose of back in the day growing it, it was definitely enough. Here if we take it out, you can see I had it potted up mainly in inorganic soil, so those clay pebbles, and the original soil it came in. And as you can see, most of the roots then actually started to develop outside of the original soil into those clay pebbles, and the root mass looked really nice at that point. You can see a lot of fine feeder roots. And I then started to clean off all of this with a little chopstick, a wooden chopstick, to also get off the initial soil that it came in. And took definitely a while, but here you can see also some of those thicker roots that I then started to remove to actually be able to fit this tree into a bonsai pot. So of course for that we needed to get out a lot of that root mass. Here you can see, nevertheless, still too big after taking out an initial chunk. So I tried here to fit it in, but saw like there is one of those thicker roots that you can see on the top here just in the way. So I also decided to take out really some of those thicker roots that often form on a ficus. And I took out 2 or 3 of those big roots that also left, of course, somewhat of a scar on the base of the tree that we will later on still see somehow throughout the years of this tree. But sooner or later it was then enough to actually start potting it up, to fit it into the pot and pot it up. Used here again, unfortunately, looking back, the same mixture that I had it before, clay pebbles and organic soil. Tried to make sure that there's no air in there, but as it later turns out that it was not the right soil. We will see that later on. I really went hard on this tree. At the same time, after potting it up, I also started to prune it back quite aggressively, as we will see now in the next couple of minutes here. So I took out really big chunks of basically all growth points, as you can see, back to woody part, and decided to take even this one branch further back because I found them a little bit too parallel. And as you could see here, a lot of the aerial roots unfortunately came off with that as well. Here we are now, January 2023. You can see that one prominent aerial root that basically is the only one left at this point. And what I decided to do here now is again to work a little bit on the shape. So we are here now almost more than half a year actually after the last prune. And I decided I didn't really like this double trunk look, or this double branching look on this tree, and I decided to take one of them completely out. It was the one with the aerial root on it, but I tried to do it in a way to conserve the aerial root because I do think it's a really nice feature on this tree. And it's stuck on this tree, and it's good that it's still going this way. But I did prefer the way it looked with only one branch, but of course I wanted then to work on it a little bit more, wiring out that lower branch that we left on into a future side branch, and already like laying the foundation there a little bit. So you can see I just wired this down to give it an initial styling, but as you can see, the wiring, very bad job there actually, so that is also something that over the years I definitely have refined, but for that case it was fine. Moving on to August 2024, here you can see I let it grow wildly for, basically a year here again, because it just needed the time to recover. I then started to prune it back a little bit again, and didn't do much more work than really taking out here the top of the tree and just wiring again those lower branches that have formed. You can see a lot more branches now again on this tree. So it has developed quite nicely over this 1 year, and here you can see the finished product with definitely better wiring on it. Also the black wire, the new one that I adhered there. Unfortunately here I should have taken off the copper wire. We will later see quite big scars because I left it on too long, unfortunately. Because the next time I really worked on this tree was in 2025. Here you can see this was shortly after taking off the wire, and you definitely can see the marks of the wire on this tree, something that I'm still trying to grow out fully up to this day. So definitely one mistake there that I'm still dealing with today. Here you can see it closer up, and you really see those scars on the main trunk line, unfortunately. But at this point I decided to repot it because the growth simply stalled. No new growth started to show any longer. The tree got more and more sickly. So as we can see now, as I take it out, there's actually less root mass on this tree now than there was 2 years before that. So the soil simply was not the right one. The tree really suffered in that soil. It all clumped together, it washed out. Those clay pebbles really didn't do the job that I intended to do. Here I wrapped it then in between in a wet water towel to have the roots still protected while I was preparing the new pot. And then I already started to position it and tie it in. So you can see those little wires there are really to tie it in to make sure it adheres to its new pot. And once it was in, of course, again, I filled it, in this case now with fully inorganic soil consisting of lava rock, pumice, perlite, a very airy mixture that I have it in since then, since 2025. Of course, here again, making sure there's no air bubbles underneath there where water then can also collect to prevent root rot. And then here the product finished after really repotting it into a new pot, and really now I think the roots do definitely better. Here we are now in September 2025, so I waited 2-3 months for the tree to recover to continue to work on it, because it became a little bit tall in my opinion there at this point, and I decided to again go a little bit more drastic by taking out almost a third of the height of this tree and wiring it again, some of those lower branches to really give them enough shape again here. So you can see applying the wire. Later on, as we can see here now, definitely a better job with the wire than the copper one before. So bit of a learning curve there, definitely to see. And that already brings us to April 2026, the way it looks right now. I took off the wire then here again, this time in time for it to not leave any scars. And this is how it is looking right now. So definitely it's coming along nicely. It has grown quite thick. It has developed some nice padding on the lower branches, but definitely not finished yet from the look back here in 2021 to how it looks now in 2025. But a lot more work on this tree. If you enjoyed this video and this little look at the last 5 years, feel free to leave a like, feel free to subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.